Okay, I'm set up. Here I am. Good morning. Welcome to Old Fine Zen. I am Jan, and it's Sunday morning, kind of early, but not as early. So today I want Ollie's being rambunctious, and so he is not in the room with me right now. Anyway, my last class Tuesday night that I teach, I talked about this subject and I wanted to share it with some of you. And it was about courage and confidence and how they're two different things. I would say I have not been an overly confident person in my life for a number of reasons, which I won't go into, but I wouldn't say confidence is my strong point. But as I look back on my life, I realize that I've done a lot of things and I wasn't confident in most of them. But I had courage. I had courage to do it anyway, even though I may have been scared to death, or I didn't think I could make it, or I didn't know how it was going to work out, but I did it anyway. And that's the difference between courage and confidence. That often confidence comes after the courage. So over the years, I've built little tiny bits of confidence over many, many acts of courage. So it takes a lot of little acts of courage to build some confidence. And the point being, the reason I'm sharing this with you is that if we wait to feel confident before we do something, it could be a very long wait. And you're excluding the possibility of gaining more confidence because you're not stepping out on a limb and using a little bit of courage. And it's not comfortable. It's not comfortable to do something that you're not sure of, that you're not sure if you can make it or if it's going to turn out the way you want. It's not a comfortable feeling when you're doing it. You know, you feel nervous, but it surely is worth it after you do it, no matter how it turns out. Just that you did it builds a little bit more confidence inside of you. So if there's something that you're waiting for, oh, I gotta wait until I feel confident about doing it. Don't wait. You know, make a plan and start implementing it. If it's something that's been gnawing at you for so long, don't wait any longer because time is running out. And you may not feel that confident about it. But at the end of the day, at the end of your life, you'll be able to look back and say and feel, I did it. Whether it worked out or not, I did it. So courage is something that's there underneath the confidence. You know, confidence comes and goes. Haven't you found that out? That sometimes you're feeling pretty confident and the next moment you're not. So it ebbs and flows through our life. But courage, you know, the courage to just do it and see what happens. If it's something that really speaks to you, you know. I don't think it's talked about enough that we're not always going to have that good feeling of confidence, that you're going to have to get shaky and afraid and all of that, you know, taking a risk. And I think in our culture, lastly, I want to say, I think in our culture, confidence is celebrated, but courage, not so much. So let's say you see two people up on the stage, you know, and you see that real confident, put together performer that just, has got it all. And then next to him is that guy or girl that's shaking and trembling and maybe sweating. And we don't celebrate that so much, the courage it took for that person to get up there. So both should be celebrated, not just the overly confident, but the person that just does it even though they're not sure of themselves. So don't wait for that confidence. If it's something that you really want to do or try, do it. Do it, even though it's scary. Okay, so let's meditate on that for a few minutes. All right, so get comfortable. I'm sitting on the floor on my little meditation cushion. Okay, so we'll begin. So I'm going to lower my head. You can close your eyes or just soften your gaze, look downwards. Take a couple of settling breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. We begin by settling into the stillness of our body. Allow your body to rest in a comfortable position. Allow your hands to rest easily, your shoulders to soften. Let the breath return to its natural rhythm. Take a slow breath in and gently release it. Soften your body. Stretch your toes a little bit. Another breath in, another breath out. There's nothing you need to achieve in this moment, nowhere you need to go. Just arrive. Pause for a moment, breathing in and breathing out. Many people imagine that courage and confidence are the same thing, but they are not. Confidence says, I know I can do this. And courage says, I will do this even though I'm not sure. And for many of us, confidence does not come first. Instead, life places us in situations where we must walk forward without certainty, without guarantees, without knowing how things will turn out. And yet somehow we keep walking. That is courage. And sometimes we have choices. We have the easiest, safest choice. We have the riskier choice. Something that draws us to it. And we won't always be certain. But because we care to live our lives honestly, sometimes we'll take that risk because it speaks to us. You may even bring to mind a moment in your life when you stepped forward even though you were unsure. And perhaps your voice trembled. Perhaps your heart was pounding. Perhaps you wondered if you were strong enough. But still, you took the step. And that step is courage. Not loud, not dramatic, Just that quiet willingness to meet life as it is. Feel your breath as you breathe in, as you breathe out. And as you breathe in, acknowledge the courage that has carried you this far in your life. And breathing out, allow a gentle kindness toward yourself. Confidence may come later, or it may come and go like the weather. But courage is a simple act of showing up. Breathing in, breathing out, breath by breath, step by step, and that is enough. And so I was never certain of the road beneath my feet. But my path led me quietly, step by step, sometimes trembling and sometimes slow. Yet the road seemed to unfold just enough for one more step. So my courage guides this honest traveler, myself. Even when I am unsure, still I take the next step. Even when the path is unclear, still I walk with courage. Step by step, breath by breath, I walk the path before me. So as we bring this meditation to a close, let us remember the simple truth. Confidence rises and falls. Certainty appears and disappears. But the quiet courage to meet life can always be renewed. Each breath offers another beginning, and each moment offers another step. May we trust the small acts of courage that carry us forward every day. May we treat ourselves with patience when confidence fades. And may we remember that simply continuing the journey is itself a noble and beautiful thing. And so in closing, our chant will be peace in all directions, peace within this heart, peace along this path we walk together. And may we go forward gently, step by step. Breathing in, breathing out. Courage without confidence. A meditation for when you're unsure, but you keep going. And now, we will close our meditation for today. And as we slowly return to where we began, let us remember that we won't feel confident all the time, or maybe not a large part of the time, but we'll keep going forward. And we'll take that risk here and there and build on our confidence. I remember when I started this channel, I had no confidence. I still don't. I'm just getting used to that feeling, that's all. And then I go ahead anyway. Just go ahead anyway. Do what you want to do. It's your life. Okay? The sermon is over. Have a good day. Thank you for joining me. Take care of yourselves and enjoy. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. All right. See you soon.